They say that ignorance is bliss, and it certainly is easier. Charles Darwin once said ignorance more frequently begets confidence than does knowledge. And Aristotle wrote, the more you know, the more you realize you don't know. The truth is that every time we find a problem, study it, and finally understand it, new questions are found that require a solution. So here are some of the most incredible finds that scientists still can't explain.
Brilliant news!
Number 1. Dabous Giraffe. In the Sahara Desert, the two largest animal carvings known to man hold secrets that baffle scientists to this day. It is believed that these life-size carvings of giraffes date back to 10,000 BC, before the Bronze Age. With no metal tools, the carvings would have had to have been made by wooden or stone chisels. Why would anyone spend so much time carving huge detailed drawings of giraffes? And perhaps more puzzling, why have they drawn what appears to be a leash starting from the giraffe's head to a human form carved below? Were these giraffes pets? Number 2. Longyou Caves. Discovered accidentally by Chinese farmers in 1992, the Longyou Caves are a group of 24 man-made sandstone caverns covering an area of 30,000 square meters and reaching heights of 30 meters. Apart from the fact that they are over 2,000 years old, the rest is a mystery. Inscriptions on the walls match no known language, modern or ancient. The caves show extensive chisel work, but if they had been made this way, it would have taken thousands of artisans decades to complete. No documents or writings speak of these caverns, either of their construction, their purpose, or indeed the identity of the people who made them. Number 3. Geoglyphs. In Peru, researchers using drones have recently discovered some geoglyphs which are believed to be older and more impressive than the famous Nazca lines. Unlike the Nazca lines, these geoglyphs aren't etched into the desert but were drawn on the sides of mountain ridges and are believed to date back to 500 BC. Scientists still can't explain why they were created or indeed how they created them without being able to see them from above. Number 4. Obsidian Sculpture. Obsidian is a volcanic glass and was a very important material to ancient Mayans. Some obsidian tools and weapons were found in Guatemala that date back to 10,000 BC. It is a very hard and brittle material that fractures easily and predictably, which made it ideal for knives and spearheads, but not so great for vases and bowls. Ancient Mayans were able to make ornate sculptures and intricate engravings that nowadays would require power tools. Of course, their method for doing this, like a lot of their culture, remains a mystery to this day. Number 5. Giants of Monte Prama. These 2.5 meter tall statues were found by accident in 1974 in Sardinia, Italy, and we still know very little about them. It is believed that there are 44 statues in all, and based on where they were found, it is believed that they were made to guard sacred tombs. Scientists are still unclear on how old they are, with estimates ranging between the 11th and 8th century BC. They also are unsure who made them, how they made them, and why they made their eyes so big. There are many theories, but a lack of funding impedes any research into the subject. Number 6. Ein Ghazal statues. When it comes to statues with weird eyes though, you don't get much weirder than these. In 1983, 15 statues were discovered in Jordan. It is believed that they date back to 7,500 BC and that they represent the ancestors of their sculptors, who made them, their purpose, and the reasons why only the faces were sculpted in detail and the eyes were outlined in bitumen remain a mystery. Number 7. Vitrified fortresses. In 1777, John Williams discovered a series of forts in Scotland that had something odd in common. Their walls, instead of being cemented together, had actually been fused together. The stone walls had been heated so much that they had begun to turn to glass and fuse together, a process known as vitrification. These aren't the only forts of this kind. Others have been found in Europe, but what baffles scientists is not who, why, or where they were built, it's how. In order to achieve vitrification, fortification, a very high temperature has to be obtained and maintained, considering these forts are outside in countries with cold climates and the majority were built between 700 BC and 300 BC. It is still unclear how the people of that time managed to achieve the process. Number 8. Egypt. Egypt holds many secrets, but the Serapeum of Saqqara has various just on its own. This necropolis, built around 1300 BC, contains bull statues, sphinxes, and 24 huge sarcophagi made of black granite and weighing around 70 tons. These sarcophagi are empty and it is unknown what or who was buried there. How the Egyptians carved such perfectly flat sarcophagi with almost perfect 90-degree angles, how they made the floor of the necropolis almost perfectly level, and how they got the 70-ton sarcophagi into the tomb. Which mystery surprised you? Comment below.